You are spending money every single month on energy drinks, B12 injections, iron supplements, and expensive adaptogen blends, trying to fix a fatigue that never fully goes away. While something that costs $1 and has been sitting in your kitchen this entire time has been shown by clinical research to restore cellular energy, improve brain function, support thyroid activity, and address the exact metabolic dysfunction that causes the deep, persistent exhaustion that so many people over 45 have quietly accepted as their new normal. The energy you used to have did not disappear because you got older. It disappeared because the mitochondria producing that energy have been starved of the specific type of fuel they need. Fuel that coconut oil provides directly, immediately, and for $1 a day. Today, I am going to show you exactly how to use it. But first, hold this question. If coconut oil can restore the cellular energy that expensive supplements have been failing to provide, why has nobody shown you exactly how to use it until now? I am Dr. Christine Rodriguez, and this is Men's Vitality Hub. This channel exists to give seniors like you affordable, authentic knowledge about your health so you can take care of yourself, manage every condition you face, and find the right guidance for your specific situation without spending more than you have to. Real biology, real solutions, no trends, no expensive products, just honest science that puts your health back in your own hands. In this video, I am going to show you exactly why this video was made for your specific situation. 3 precise ways to use coconut oil to restore energy with exact steps and timing. 2 powerful additional benefits that matter deeply for people over 45. 1 fact about coconut oil that changes everything, and the science behind why it all works. Every single section of this video matters for your health. Do not skip anything, and do not do this halfway. Doing this correctly and completely is what produces results. Half measures give half results. Stay for all of it. Now, I want to make sure you are watching the right video, because this is not a general energy video. This is specifically for a certain kind of person. If you wake up every morning already tired, not from a bad night, but as your new baseline, this video is for you. If your energy collapses by mid-morning or early afternoon, regardless of how much sleep you got the night before, this video is for you. If you have noticed that your mental sharpness has declined, the word-finding pauses, the difficulty concentrating through complex tasks, the brain fog that sits like a haze over your thinking, this video is for you. If you have had your iron, your B12, and your thyroid checked and been told everything is normal, yet you are still exhausted, this video is especially for you because the fatigue that persists despite normal blood tests is almost always mitochondrial and metabolic, and that is exactly what coconut oil addresses. And if you have simply stopped expecting to feel energetic, if you have accepted tiredness as the price of being over 45, this video is for you more than anyone else watching right now. Here's the commitment I am making to you today. Follow the 3 methods I am going to give you with complete consistency for 7 days. Just 7 days. And here is exactly what that week looks like. By day 2 or 3, the mid-morning energy collapse begins to stabilize. The sharp drop that sends you reaching for coffee or sugar begins to smooth out as your cells gain access to the ketone fuel that coconut oil's MCTs provide. By day 4 or 5, the mental clarity begins improving. The brain fog that has become your normal begins lifting as your brain gains access to the alternative fuel source it has been starved of. By day 6 or 7, the morning baseline energy begins to shift. You wake up feeling less depleted, more capable of meeting the day without requiring stimulants to function. These changes happen because the biology responds to the right fuel when it is consistently delivered. 7 days, starting today. One more thing before the methods. Right now, before the science, before the methods, make one decision. You are going to buy a jar of virgin coconut oil today. Not refined coconut oil, virgin or extra virgin coconut oil, cold pressed, which preserves the medium chain triglycerides and the antioxidant compounds that make everything in this video work. It costs $1 for a small jar that will last you weeks. You are going to use the first method tomorrow morning. One decision. $1. One action tomorrow morning. The people who feel the difference at day 7 are always the people who acted on day 1. Before I show you the methods, I want you to understand something that changes how you think about your fatigue. The exhaustion you have been feeling is not in your mind. It is not laziness. It is not a character weakness. It is a cellular energy production problem, and it is measurable, addressable, and reversible with the right nutritional intervention. Your body is not failing you. It is running on the wrong fuel. The mitochondria inside your cells are not broken. They are starving for the specific type of fat-derived fuel that your modern diet no longer provides in adequate amounts. Correcting that is simpler, cheaper, and more immediately effective than anything you have tried before. And it starts with 1 jar of coconut oil. So let me show you exactly how to use coconut oil. Step by step, precise quantities, exact timing. Because the type of coconut oil, the quantity, and the timing are the specific variables that determine whether this produces the energy restoration described in research or does nothing. The first method is morning coconut oil with warm water and lemon. This is your daily foundation, the method that activates your body's ketone production within 30 to 60 minutes of waking, providing your brain and muscles with clean, sustained fuel before the demands of the day begin. Here is exactly how to prepare it. When you wake up, go to your kitchen. Bring 1 full cup of water to a comfortable, warm temperature. Not hot, not cold, warm. Pour into a cup. Add 1 full teaspoon of virgin coconut oil. Solid or liquid, depending on room temperature, both are equally effective. Add the juice of 1/4 of a fresh lemon. Stir thoroughly for 20 seconds. The warm water helps the coconut oil disperse into small droplets rather than floating as a single mass, improving absorption. Drink this slowly over 5 minutes on a completely empty stomach. Do not eat for 30 minutes after consuming this drink. The empty stomach timing is essential. When no carbohydrates are present in your digestive system, the medium-chain triglycerides in coconut oil go directly to the liver and are converted into ketones within 30 to 45 minutes. These ketones cross the blood-brain barrier and provide immediate, clean fuel to brain cells that are glucose-dependent in normal circumstances, but thrive on ketones when they are available. Most people feel the effect of this morning method within 45 to 60 minutes, a clarity and steadiness of energy that is distinctly different from the spike and crash of caffeine. 1 teaspoon of virgin coconut oil in warm lemon water. Every morning. Empty stomach, before breakfast. The second method is coconut oil in your morning meal cooking. This method ensures that the MCT fuel delivery begun by the morning drink continues through your breakfast and into the mid-morning hours, preventing the energy collapse that typically hits between 10 a.m. and noon when the morning's glucose has been metabolized. Here is exactly how to use it. Whatever you eat for breakfast, eggs, toast, oatmeal, roti, paratha, any preparation, use 1 full tablespoon of virgin coconut oil as your cooking fat instead of your usual oil or butter. The heat of cooking does not damage coconut oil's MCTs. Unlike olive oil, coconut oil is highly stable at cooking temperatures and retains its medium-chain triglyceride content after cooking. If your breakfast does not involve cooking, yogurt, fruit, cereal. Stir 1 tablespoon of softened coconut oil directly into the food before eating. The sustained MCT fuel from the breakfast cooking oil extends the ketone availability from the morning drink through the mid-morning window, maintaining cellular energy levels during the hours when most people over 45 experience their first energy collapse of the day. 1 tablespoon of virgin coconut oil used as your breakfast cooking fat or stirred directly into your morning meal, every single morning. The third method is coconut oil and honey pre-activity energy boost. This method is for the afternoon hours, when the second energy collapse of the day typically hits for people over 45, and when the combination of depleted glucose, declining cortisol, and mitochondrial fatigue creates the sluggishness and brain fog that drives most people towards sugar, caffeine, or simply giving up on the afternoon. Here is exactly how to prepare it. Take 1 teaspoon of virgin coconut oil and 1 teaspoon of raw honey. Place both in a small bowl and mix together until they form a soft, blended paste. The honey softens and coats the coconut oil, making it pleasant to consume directly. Eat this paste slowly, off a spoon. Follow with half a glass of warm water. Take this approximately 30 minutes before the period of the day when your energy typically collapses. For most people over 45, this is between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. The MCTs in the coconut oil provide rapid ketone conversion that reaches peak blood ketone levels within 30 to 45 minutes, arriving precisely at the energy dip that you have been trying to manage with stimulants. The raw honey provides a controlled glucose release that works synergistically with the ketones, fueling the glucose-dependent cells while the ketones fuel the brain and the mitochondria simultaneously. This combination eliminates the afternoon energy collapse in most people within the first 3 to 4 days of consistent use. 1 teaspoon coconut oil, 1 teaspoon raw honey, mixed into paste. Every afternoon, 30 minutes before your typical energy low. Now beyond energy, because coconut oil does 2 other deeply important things for people over 45 that are worth knowing while you are already using it daily. The first additional benefit is meaningful support for brain health and cognitive protection. The ketones produced from coconut oil's MCTs are not just an energy source for the brain. They are a neuroprotective fuel. Research has documented that brain cells in people over 45 begin showing declining glucose uptake, a phenomenon associated with the early stages of cognitive decline, while maintaining their ability to utilize ketones efficiently. Regular MCT consumption provides the brain with an alternative fuel source that bypasses the glucose uptake problem, supporting cognitive function, memory clarity, and processing speed in ways that no B vitamin supplement or brain health pill can replicate. Studies at multiple research institutions have documented measurable improvements in cognitive performance in older adults following regular MCT supplementation, improvements that begin showing within weeks of consistent use. This brain-fueling effect has a specific practical implication for people over 45 who have been attributing their cognitive decline to stress, aging, or simply the demands of a busy life. Much of what people experience as brain fog, word-finding difficulty, and reduced mental sharpness after 45 is not neurological deterioration. It is cellular energy poverty in brain tissue, caused by the glucose uptake decline that accompanies aging. When the brain receives an adequate alternative fuel source through regular MCT consumption, cognitive function that appeared to be in decline often recovers measurably. People following this protocol consistently describe the mental clarity improvement as one of the most unexpected and most valued changes they experience, often beginning within the first 4 to 5 days of consistent morning coconut oil use. The second additional benefit is significant anti-inflammatory and immune system support. Virgin coconut oil contains lauric acid, a medium-chain fatty acid that constitutes approximately 50% of coconut oil's fat content, and that the body converts into monolaurin, a compound with documented antimicrobial and anti-inflammatory properties. Monolaurin has been shown to disrupt the lipid membranes of bacteria, viruses, and fungi, providing a natural immune defense that is particularly valuable for people over 45 whose immune function has begun declining. The anti-inflammatory activity of lauric acid and monolaurin also reduces the chronic systemic inflammation that suppresses mitochondrial function and contributes to the cellular energy production decline, driving persistent fatigue. Addressing inflammation and energy production simultaneously through the same daily protocol is one of the compounding benefits that makes coconut oil particularly valuable for people in this age group. And here is the one fact about coconut oil that is going to completely change how you buy and use it permanently. There are two fundamentally different products sold under the name coconut oil, and only one of them contains the medium-chain triglycerides and lauric acid that produce every benefit described in this video. Virgin or extra virgin coconut oil, cold-pressed, retains its complete MCT profile, its lauric acid content, its antioxidant polyphenols, and its natural aroma and flavor. Refined coconut oil, also called RBD coconut oil, refined, bleached, and deodorized, has been processed at high temperatures that destroy the MCT profile, remove the lauric acid compounds, and eliminate the antioxidant content. It is odorless, flavorless, and for the purposes of health and energy restoration, essentially useless. The jar you need says virgin or extra virgin coconut oil on the label. It smells like fresh coconut. It is solid below 24 degrees Celsius and liquid above it. It may cost slightly more than refined coconut oil, but it is still $1 for a quantity that lasts weeks. Every method in this protocol requires virgin coconut oil specifically. Refined coconut oil will not produce the results described here. Now let me explain exactly why energy declines so persistently after 45, and why coconut oil addresses that process at its biological root. Your energy is produced inside mitochondria, the energy-generating organelles inside every cell in your body. Mitochondria convert fuel, primarily glucose and fatty acids, into ATP, the molecule that powers every biological process from muscle contraction to brain function. In your 30s, mitochondrial function was efficient, abundant, and well-supported. After 45, several things change simultaneously. Mitochondrial density, the number of mitochondria per cell, declines as mitochondrial biogenesis slows. The efficiency of the electron transport chain inside each mitochondrion decreases, meaning each mitochondrion produces less ATP from the same fuel input. Oxidative stress accumulates inside mitochondria, damaging their membranes and further reducing their efficiency. And critically, the brain's ability to uptake and utilize glucose, its primary fuel, begins declining with age, creating a state of cellular energy poverty in brain tissue, even when blood glucose levels are normal. This is why fatigue after 45 persists despite normal blood tests. The problem is not fuel availability. It is fuel utilization at the mitochondrial and cellular level. Coconut oil's medium-chain triglycerides, specifically caprylic acid, capric acid, and lauric acid, bypass the normal fatty acid transport system and go directly to the liver, where they are converted into ketone bodies within 30 to 45 minutes of consumption. Ketones are an alternative fuel that mitochondria can utilize independently of glucose and independently of the insulin signaling that glucose metabolism requires. They produce ATP more efficiently than glucose, generating more energy per unit of oxygen consumed. And they reduce the oxidative byproducts that damage mitochondrial membranes. Research published in the journal Neurobiology of Aging documented that MCT supplementation produced measurable improvements in cognitive energy and performance in older adults within 90 days of consistent use. And a study in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that MCT consumption increased energy expenditure and fat oxidation compared to long-chain fatty acids. Meaning coconut oil not only restores energy, but shifts the body toward using stored fat as fuel, supporting the metabolic efficiency that declines after 45. The connection between restored energy and reduced belly fat is direct and important. As mitochondrial function improves with consistent MCT fueling, the body becomes more efficient at oxidizing stored fat for energy, meaning the fat that has been accumulating around the abdomen as the body's response to poor mitochondrial efficiency begins to be mobilized, as the mitochondria regain their capacity to burn it. Energy restoration and fat metabolism improvement are not separate outcomes from this protocol. They are the same biological improvement viewed from two different angles. Remember the question from the beginning? If coconut oil can restore the cellular energy that expensive supplements have been failing to provide, why has nobody shown you exactly how to use it until now? Because there is no patent on coconut oil, no proprietary formula, no subscription model. The supplement industry cannot profit from a jar that costs $1 and lasts weeks, so it does not talk about it. But the biology is clear. The mitochondria need MCT fuel. Coconut oil provides it. And the energy that comes back when your cells finally have the right fuel is not the jittery, crash-prone energy of stimulants. It is the steady, clear, sustained energy of cells that are actually working the way they were designed to work. Here is what you learned today. Energy decline after 45 is driven by mitochondrial dysfunction, declining MCT fuel availability, and the brain's reduced ability to uptake glucose. Coconut oil's MCTs convert directly to ketones that bypass this dysfunction, providing immediate fuel to the brain and muscles. 3 methods deliver this fuel at the 3 critical windows of your day: morning warm lemon water for fasted ketone activation, breakfast cooking for mid-morning energy extension, and afternoon honey paste for the energy collapse window. Virgin cold-pressed coconut oil is the only form that works. Refined coconut oil does not. And 7 days of consistency is where you begin feeling what your energy is actually supposed to feel like after 45. If this video gave you a real, practical, affordable solution for the fatigue you have been managing expensively and unsuccessfully, please hit that like button right now and subscribe to Men's Vitality Hub. Every week, honest science, practical protocols, affordable solutions for people who are serious about their health after 45. Tell me in the comments, what time of day does your energy collapse most severely? Morning? Afternoon? All day long? Drop your honest answer below, because your experience might help another person over 45 in this community realize that what they have quietly accepted as inevitable is actually a mitochondrial fuel problem with a $1 solution waiting in their kitchen. Thank you for watching. $1. 1 jar of virgin cold-pressed coconut oil. 3 methods. 7 days of complete consistency. Your energy has been waiting for the right fuel for years, and now it is finally going to get it. I will see you in the next one.